Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Wes here, aka Seahawks Prime. Welcome back to the Seahawks Times, your go-to NFL channel on YouTube. And if you love the Seahawks, you got to subscribe right now because I always bring it. Anyways, I'm so excited right now. I'm absolutely ecstatic. One of my favorite players and prospects of all time has signed with the Seattle Seahawks. That's DK Metcalf. I'm sure you heard by now. DK, aka Goat Boy, aka DeKalin Zacharias Metcalf, has signed with the Seahawks for 3 years, $72 million, $58.2 million guaranteed, and a $30 million signing bonus, the most ever from a receiver at a $30 million signing bonus. Look, DK deserves all of this. People forget that DK Metcalf is up there in his first 3 seasons with names like Jerry Rice, Calvin Johnson, that's aka Megatron, and this is coming from Seahawks Prime, Larry Fitzgerald, like names that are just amazing. Randy Moss. Those are the type of numbers DK did in technically a running offense. Now, you say, why pay this guy this much when we only have Drew? Look, this guy's not even, 23, 24 years old? He's going to be 27 when this contract expires and be able to sign a new contract. This is a beautiful deal for both sides. DK knows it, and the Seahawks know it. Why is this so important? Why is this so critical to the future of the team? Yes, of course you need star power to fill the stands. Of course you're going to want DK Metcalf as your wide receiver 1. The reason it's so important too is because players know that they can go to Seattle. Things can change. Running back, if you perform, you're going to get paid there. Seattle takes care of its players. Do not listen to the media or the narrative at all about what happened with the transition of the LOB. Did you see the press conference today, the retirement conference for KJ Wright? You got to go check that out, whether you're a Seahawks fan or not. It's emotional, but what it shows you is what this organization means to these young men. And DK stayed here because he wanted to be in Seattle. That's why this contract is so critical. He is the player that everybody was looking for on the offensive side of the ball for Seattle, thinking, am I going to stay here? Why does Rashard Penny stay around? Because they're loyal to their players. That's why I love being a Seahawks fan, because anytime the media tries to spin it that people want out, when have you seen a quarterback last with a team for 10 years alone in the NFL period? And they say Russell Wilson was all this tragic drama. No, that's just business. That's the nature of the threat. NFL, not for long. Not just National Football League. It stands for not for long. So players got to get their money when they can, and organizations need to cut ties when they can in order to be able to build towards the future. DK Metcalf is the future of this team, specifically offensively. On the other side of the ball, look for Jordan Brooks to be the next person with a huge contract. We'll get into that later. But I'm not going to keep this video super long. I want to talk a little bit more about the Metcalf contract and why it was so beautifully structured. He gets what he wants. He gets the accolades. He gets paid like a top-tier wide receiver. He also has an out if the team doesn't work out to be what he wants it to be, or if he doesn't want to be here. When he's 27 years old, he has another opportunity while he's young, and obviously his statistics are going to be amazing. But it also shows the rest of the league that if you come to Seattle and you ball out, you're going to get paid, and you're going to be able to be part of the team's plans going forward. They're not just going to kick you to the curb. Seattle didn't really have a choice in the sense that DK is just so good. Everybody thinks this guy's just a physical freak specimen that, he can catch because he's huge and he's faster than everybody else. This guy studies the game like a madman. He was barely even targeted at Ole Miss because A.J. Brown was featured and they had a bum quarterback. I mean, I won't say that. That's kind of rude, but, they didn't have a quarterback that could really utilize these guys' skill set, DK's long skill set. But guess what? Even Geno Lock, Geno Smith, Drew Lock, Jacob Eason. Like I said in my other video, give me the ghost of Matt Hasselbeck or Rick Myers' best season, and DK's still going to have a 12 to 1,400 yard season this year with over 12 touchdowns. Book it. Call your bookie. How many touchdowns should I? Yeah, it's the over. DK, because it's over when you try to guard DK Metcalf. I love this player. When he was drafted, I told my boy Sam, who's a really big Lions fan, I was like at work at the time, if they steal DK Metcalf in this draft, I'm going to call you and I'm going to freak out. So, some time passed on that draft, and sure enough, at the end of the second round, they called DK. He was crying on the couch and everything with everybody from Mississippi. I mean, bless his cool family. And I FaceTimed my friend Sam, and I was like, I didn't even say anything. I just looked at him like, It's done. It's a wrap. I believe DK Metcalf is a generational type of player that can bring a team a Super Bowl. Whether that is Drew Lock becoming, the Drew Lock that he was supposed to be, or that's CJ Stroud, or that's, Levis, or that's KJ Jefferson, or whoever they decide to build with, they can do it. And I'm so excited. I know you're excited, Seahawks fans. Make sure to drop a sub here. Go into my videos and check out my DK Metcalf video I have. It was copyright claimed because I used so much NFL footage. They had the right to actually ban this video, but it's a dope video if you can see it. If you can't view it, let me know in the comments. I'll try to redo it, but it's just an obage, and it breaks down a lot of why I think this contract was going to be the way it is. But once again, that's DK, signed for 3 seasons, $72 million. I think he almost made as much as Christian Kirk. Just kidding. What a bunch of crazy people they are in Jacksonville. Anyways, much love to you, DK. You deserve every bit of it. Hey, and other news, my brother got the email to get season tickets today. He put a deposit down. We've got 4 seats. Been waiting 12 years, 12-year waiting list. How ironic. The 12th man. Yo, it's Seahawks Prime. Shout outs to you. Have a great afternoon or evening or night or morning. Peace.